everyone, and welcome back. So this time I decided the big hearts that we get in the collection and the kit were going to be some DIY embellishment goodness. So I just started with 5 because I wanted, I've not done embellishments this size or with this kind of shape, so I didn't want to overwhelm and have 20 million. And in fact, at the end I do add another heart and have to call it a day because I know that I was getting so into it that maybe I wasn't ever going to stop making these embellishments. The other thing is I was wondering if anyone would like any of these DIY embellishments. So comment down below and I will work out to make some more for you or to use ones that I've got left over and send you some. So let me know if you feel like you could use some of these heart DIY embellishments, and then you could get a little treat. So to start this one, I've just added some double-sided tape and just add some of that tulle. I love the colour of that tulle in the kit this month, and it's going to be a simple embellishment, this one, because I'm going to add this sticker here up on some fun foam. I do decide that I do wonder if it needed some washi over the tulle and whether that could be a nice little extra layer, but as I put it down you'll see in a moment that I don't like the way it's going. So here I go, stick it down and put it there, but it just looks like I've plonked it there and it doesn't belong, and that's not the look I was looking for at all. So as you can see, so yeah, I don't know. It looks nice, but it just wasn't what I was thinking it will look like. So I think I like it much better without any washi tape or layers there. Do try. You know what I'm like. When I get an idea in my head, I try to get it to work a few times before I give it up. But that's okay. So I do know that it needs a little bit of something on it, so adding this lovely gold heart and a little heart as well, a little sticker heart so that it's flat, and then the gold heart is much more 3D goodness. So I've blue tacked these hearts down because they're rolled up in a tape, in a roll, put into a box to be stored and to delivered to everyone. That they are hard to lay flat. I figure it'd be really cool to do it this way, and then when you put the embellishment, you go, okay, I want this heart embellishment on my kit, on my layout, actually. You could just peel the heart off and then stick it down like a big sticker, like a big DIY embellishment sticker. And it works so well. Let me tell you that I've already used a couple on a couple of layouts, and they do work really well. So I actually have purchased some circle, white circle shape stickers from Officeworks with the idea to make some more DIY embellishments. Sorry about my crazy hair. With that idea that I could just peel the circle sticker and stick them on, and it would be lovely. So I thought this little this sticker would be lovely as an embellishment as well. So I'm just going to stick it down there. And you can see that the hearts, as I've flattened them out on top of to blue tack them onto the paper, to the art sheet, you can see that they've crinkled a little in the middle there. And I wondered whether it would be a problem when you stick them down, but it's not actually. When you peel them off, you can flatten them and stick them down. So I just cut out a heart so that I could add a bit of a layer, like a layering piece with that pattern paper there. So I'm just sticking them down. The other good thing is that these hearts are they're so shiny. They are beautiful. They look beautiful, but they're not so shiny that you can't stick things onto them. So I'm just using double-sided tape to put that pattern paper down, and I'm going to add this little word banner on the side there. And it's just lovely. So, like I said with my other DIY embellishment videos, that it's good to think about positioning where you would position it. Obviously, if you have a cluster, a DIY embellishment that is extended to the left as well as extended to the right, you got to think that maybe the photo will be above the cluster or below the cluster that you're making. With this one, I would think that this would be to the right of the photo in the bottom right hand corner, or at least the right side, so that the word banner overhang on the layout that way rather than overhanging onto the photo. But you do have that option of both, so it's nice to make sure that your DIY embellishment doesn't hinder you and minimize the amount of things that you can use it for. So just added a label here, and I wanted to use this lovely flower that we got in the embellishment in the ephemera pack, and I thought it would to add some color, I would use the distress oxides that we got in the kit, and I'm just smushing them down on my art sheet and then adding some water and using my paintbrush to paint straight on it. Not going too fancy in terms of making sure I paint within the lines and things, just adding some color in some general areas. The good thing about the distress oxide when it's painted like this on this particular one was that it wasn't so dark and so overwhelming that you couldn't see the butterfly pattern and the lines that were already on there. And it blended a little to make a couple of spots of purple, which is a nice happy accident, really. So yeah, I didn't take too much time. I wanted to just get some colour on there I didn't want bright colour. I didn't want to stamp straight on it and add colour that way. I wanted to water it down a little, but I also didn't want to use paint, which one would be more of a wet medium and maybe make the butterfly warp a little, and two, it would be so bright that it would overwhelm and wouldn't go with the collection, because these colours, Steph has chosen these distress oxides to match the Willow Lane collection that weighs heavily in this kit, and that way I can use this DIY embellishment, or if you're the lucky one that gets one of these ones, they match so well that you can use them, and they are colours that people will use and I will use in other kits and collections anyway as well. So don't limit yourself when you're making DIY embellishments, but also just have fun with it. Just put things together and see how it goes, and each time you make a lot of embellishments, you'll learn something and you'll get to a stage where it becomes so effortless, if that is an issue for yourself. Add in some tiny word stickers and some of the exclusive ephemera, and that is an embellishment. So you can see how quickly they come together. They don't take long to put two and two together and come up with a lovely little cluster and embellishment. So this one, I thought I'd love to put these teacups on, because it'll be nice to have, with a photo of having a cup of tea with a friend, or my children, or whatever's going on. And I thought this was as simple as that. I do make it a bit more complicated and add a few more different things and change it up a little, but like I said, you don't have to add too much. It does not need to be so wild and crazy that you are overwhelmed by the process. The whole point of DIY embellishments are, one, so that you can create and just have fun, and two, that when you go to make your layouts, you can just stick an embellishment on there and call it a day. Maybe add one or two more things to your layout, and simple and done. And it sort of makes you feel, this is going to sound a bit tacky, I guess, cheesy. It sort of makes you feel like you're your own little designer and creator, that you're using the products, but also you're making your own product. So I've made, at the end I make six beautiful heart embellishments that are, like a new product that you've made out of this collection. So it's sort of like when you unbox your kit that you have this added embellishment as well. Let me know. That just sounded so corny, I'm sure. Hopefully I'm not the only crazy one. And yeah, so like I said, I've made DIY embellishments a few times now. I've done a couple over here on Kitaholics, but I've also used the Kitaholic Kits in a variety of ways, and I've made the videos up on my channel. So if you are interested, then head over there to Scrappy Cheeky Lauren and subscribe if you like what you see, but also check out, there's a whole range of videos over there. So added tea time, added another teacup, and added that star and that heart to the other side rather than where the teacup was originally. Now I needed to use some of these washi. One, because I had tried on the first embellishment and it didn't work. Two, because we got so many in the kit that I want to use it. Three, I liked the designs on it and I knew it just needed to go on there. And four, it goes so well with the kit and the collection that it had to be a lovely little addition to bring some pop of colour and a different design. So I'm going to use that word always, like I cut it out to make sure that it fit and looked the way I want it to look. I've used 2 strips of the thin washi as some bordering pieces, and basically you could just leave it like that. That just looks so beautiful just by itself, but I just added a few little things to it without overwhelming. Just trying to see if I wanted some gold hearts. The thing with these kits is that you get so much. Now, these DIY embellishments I've made as the third project I had made with this kit. So I still have a lot of things to use and to choose from. That is a good and a bad thing, because there's so much that you want to use that you sometimes find it hard to narrow it down. But two, it's good because you then do have a lot of choice that you can make many things and make it look the way you want it to look without being limited. So I'm adding this beautiful little bunny. He's so cute. And those animal stickers are so cute, considering, like, I don't know, I don't have girls, I guess, is probably what first comes to mind, but I plan on using them on a lot of baby boy and younger boy layouts and things like that. So it's cute like that. But really, like randomness, sometimes you can just add it as a fun little addition to your design and your layout rather than overthinking and going, oh, well, you know, we don't need that kind of animal on this random place, but just have fun and create and be whimsical and, like, just have fun. So this is where I decide I have another thought of another embellishment. So I put another heart down, and I'm going to use this little award kind of embellishment. That's what I like to call them. They're awards. I don't know what else you would call them. And I decided it needed a bit of washi behind it as a layering border, you know, grounding kind of a piece. So I used the pink floral, lifted the, like I said, you can add and take things off without it. When I pulled stickers off or anything off, it didn't leave any sticky residue, so that was nice. So I'm just trying to audition some of these exclusive word pieces of ephemera that we have and try and work out what I want on there. I did want to pop a blue. I do try some pink, but I really like this shade of blue, and I really wanted that to be the next color that I add on it. And in fact, I do, and I end up with this 100% original. Goes so nicely, and it's just going to be the winner today. On it goes with a bit of fun foam just so that it pops up, so not everything is just flat, because that's the way I like it. If you like flat embellishments, you could make these for Traveler's Notebook. Little embellishments that are flat, so they're just sticker and ephemera pieces. That would look so nice. Oh man, I wish I had time to go and create. That's what I want to go and create right now. Traveler's Notebook layout that uses that I made an embellishment with these hearts to center, make, you know, the centerpiece of a layout. Oh, I got to do it. If you get there before me, let me know. I'd love to see it. So just going in the end just to see if it needed any of these hearts. Did add another word up the banner up the top there of that cluster. I don't think it needed another bunny, although I did try, but it already had such a cute bunny on there. I didn't need another one. And these stars and these hearts, I seem to have used them like on everything, but there is so much left. You get so many, it just feels like they're never ending, which is a good problem to have. So just adding a dotted line border on this one, and we're going to call it a day. Like I said, I had to cut myself off, otherwise I would have 50 million heart embellishments and nowhere to use them, or not as much to use them. So check out the close-ups, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.